in John chapter 12 and verse 16 that John's going to remind us of the disciples in that way of saying that there's things that happened in the life of Jesus that in the moment they didn't understand. It was only after the resurrection, and he mentions this at least twice. The other time is in John 22 of like Jesus said these things and he did these things and we didn't grasp it until after the resurrection. In Matthew, Mark, and Luke, we see the same type of language when Jesus is explaining things to the disciples, especially his death and his forthcoming resurrection. And it says that the disciples didn't understand these things, but because of fear, they didn't ask Jesus what he meant because they thought they were supposed to get it. And so I don't want us to lose in the midst of reading Scripture, in the midst of what's going on even today as we celebrate and look at Palm Sunday and the triumphal entry of Jesus. I don't want us to get discouraged if we may have missed something before, because we may not have been looking as Jesus wanted us to look. We might not have the spiritual eyes that Jesus wants us to have as we see what he does in the history of the world. And so this morning, as we're going to get into Palm Sunday and the triumphal entry of Jesus into Jerusalem, we're confronted with an extremely important moment that even in the time that it was happening, most of the disciples and most of the people that were in the crowds missed. And we're going to explain what that looks like, because Palm Sunday is the start of Holy Week. As we've said before, this is the most important week. That Friday and Sunday are the most important days of the Christian faith, and Sunday is the day that changed everything. Easter Sunday, if Jesus just died on Friday and was buried in the tomb and nothing happened after that, then we'd have no reason to be here. We'd have no hope for the future. We'd still be waiting for a Messiah.